Across the years, we have seen a lot of brawlers being released, and last year, we saw 11 brawlers being added. I'm excluding Kit, even though his early access offer was available in 2023, but its official release on the Star Road was in the current year, 2024. This will be another ranking video based on how much fun I have playing these brawlers. I will do the same for the other brawlers released in past years in the coming weeks. Their stats are based on the current ones and not on release. If you enjoy this video, be sure to drop me a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's just get right into this. At number 11, everyone probably expected him to be last and is Hank. His mechanics are pretty cool, but it's very hard to play with him because you need to charge your balloon. This takes time and you only have a few seconds after filling the balloon completely before it explodes, so you need to rush to the enemy, making you lose a lot of health in the process. If you survive, you need to waste time charging your health because it doesn't regenerate while filling the balloon. Also, you are visible in bushes when filling your balloon, but the cool part is that you can damage people over walls. His super is pretty good. It can stop any assassins that get close to him and also heals a big part of your health, which is nice. However, how his main attack works makes it hard to get your super again against good players. Hank is currently one of the worst brawlers, making it hard to play with him. His mechanics are interesting, but not very appealing to many people, including myself. Every time I have a quest for him, I refresh it. I am not a fan of this brawler. It really needs a buff, and not a small one, but a big one to make it at least decent and more fun to play with. Perhaps adding a hypercharge could also help him become a better brawler. We will have to see what will happen with Hank in the future. At number 10 is Willow. Usually, I don't have a fun time playing with throwers, but there are a few exceptions, but in general, they are kind of boring to play, and Willow is no different. The attacks are kind of slow, making them harder to hit, but her super is something you never see in the game before, and is mind-controlling your enemy brawlers. I really love when a brawler has a cool mechanic, but it's on a brawler that I don't like playing. At least I don't refresh the quests with her like I do with Hank. Willow is not that good, but not the worst. I don't suggest playing her competitively, but on ladder go ahead, you may have a good or bad time, but it depends. At number 9 is Doug. Kind of the same story as Willow. The attack is the same as Jackie, but you have that healing, which is decent, but not the best. The super, I really love it. You literally revive yourself, which we've seen before as a star power, which is pretty fun to use, and you can also use it on your teammates, which is pretty cool. In general, Doug is worse than Willow and Hank, but at least I have better fun playing in at least one mode, being Solo Showdown, which gives some points as to why Doug is a little higher on the list that some people expected. At number 8, it may be a controversial pick, and it is Chuck. Mechanics are maybe one of the best aspects with him. With your super, you can place posts around the map, up to 4 with the star power, and you can travel between them if they're in range of each other and there are no obstacles between them. However, you can go through obstacles if you use his gadget. Chuck is good in Hot Zone and Heist, so you will have a good time playing with him in these modes. But he can be easily countered by other brawlers, which can be frustrating. However, you can get satisfactory eliminations when you hit multiple enemies with your super, charge it again, and use it another time to hit them again, which can be some fun times with him, but it doesn't happen all the time. At number 7 is Mico. The mechanics are pretty interesting. With your main attack, you can be in the air and be immune while doing that until you go back on the ground. Also, you can travel with your attack, same as Mortis. With his super, you go in the air for like 8 seconds or so, and when you land, you deal a lot of damage in a big area. At lower trophies, it can be a lot of fun to play with him, but at higher trophies, it is not the same. Mico has been released in the game for almost a year, and a lot of good players can easily counter him. He could have been a lot higher on the list if this was 10 months ago, but it is what it is. At number 6 is Maisie. Her main attack starts slowly and goes faster with time, also dealing a lot of damage. Her super is a pushback and slow for enemies around her, with a big area of effect. If this was like 10 months ago, Maisie would be higher on the list. However, because of the nerfs, it is not as fun to play with her as it used to be. Nevertheless, you can still have some fun times with her, and even though her hypercharge is not as good as it used to be, she can still melt enemies with it. At number 5 is Mandy. For many people, it may be a surprise she is that high, and I don't blame you because she is just another sharpshooter with two things different about her, but they are interesting. The possibility to get a higher range than any other brawler is pretty cool, letting you snipe other players from far away. Her super has a big delay when using it, but it can be very satisfying to use, especially when you hit two enemies at the same time, giving you another super to use, and that's pretty cool. She is also very good in the meta, and she is not as banned as other sharpshooters like Piper and Angelo, making her a good choice in ranked. Overall, Mandy can be fun to play and also a great competitive option. At number 4 is Pearl. Some people may see her as a boring brawler to play, but she fits my playstyle very well. She has a heat bar that determines how much damage her main attack and super do, and it takes time to charge. This is probably a problem for many, and it is quite understandable. I usually play more passively if I'm not playing an assassin or a similar type of brawler, and with Pearl, that works very well. I have had very good matches with her on the right maps, and her title is one of the best in the game. Overall, she's probably one of my favorite brawler to play, but there are still 3 more brawlers. At number 3 is Charlie. I like playing with her. She may not be at her best anymore after so many nerfs she received, but I still have a good time playing with Charlie. Her super may be a big part of why I like her so much. Stopping an enemy for 5 seconds is insane. This can turn the tide in so many matches, stopping brawlers when they use their hypercharge and in many other situations. At number 2 is RT. Since release, I love playing with RT. I still do. His super can stop anyone from getting close to him. Also, he can mark targets for 5 seconds and with his star power for 10 seconds. When hit, the enemy loses more health. This can also be used by RT teammates, making him a semi-support brawler in a way. Also, now his reworked first gadget, Out of Line, can give you the super instantly, stopping enemies from getting close to you even if you don't have the super. Having good range in normal form, marking enemies for extra damage, and doing some insane damage in split form makes this brawler so much fun to play. At number 1, without any surprises, is Cordelius. He moves super fast, the attacks do very good damage, and the super in a way is so unfair, but so much fun to use. You can literally transform any losing battle from a 3v1 to a 1v1 by using the super. Also, supers can't be used in the Shadow Realm. The super can change a lot of situations in different modes like Knockout, Brawl Ball, and others. He also has a hypercharge, which is very good. Also, with his super, he can stop other brawlers who have a hypercharge. The possibilities are endless. You can also pair him with Lily's gadget to transform the battle in the Shadow Realm into a 2v1, as there is only one Shadow Realm, so there is a chance to see more than 2 brawlers in it. Cordelius has always been my second favorite brawler since his release, and it looks like it will probably not change for a while. Alright guys, that is my ranking for every single brawler released in 2023 on how fun they are to play, from worst to best. This video has taken me longer compared to other videos. So if you did enjoy this video and you're still here listening to the end, thank you. Be sure to leave a like because that's what helps push these videos out. Comment down below with another video idea or something that you would like to see me rank. Let me know what you thought about this ranking. Are there any brawlers that you would switch around or put in different spots? I read almost every single comment, so drop one down below. This ranking is not perfect. Everyone has different play styles and likes to play other brawlers over the others, so I'm really interested to see your opinions. But with all that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.